Hey, Dave here. Welcome to Crowbar Climber Overview. The whole inspiration is very clear to me since it directly draws from Getting Over It phenomenon. It's an indie project that appeared in the new releases list, which that's what I look at nowadays. The ratio of getting monkey games and at least something else is kind of 10 to 1, but it happens, so I'm glad for that. So Crowbar Climber is a physics-driven climbing game, where your goal is to get to the top by whatever means necessary, using various mechanisms around you that push you through, and mentally challenge yourself to not get easily angry. Putting aside the fact that it's not a unique concept whatsoever, and it could have been kinda done in any other physics game out there, for an indie situation, it's kind of unpolished in a way that making it a rather annoying experience instead of anything else. Main problem for me is that the game uses a physics engine that puts too much emphasis on collision system, meaning that every single move counts, whether you'd get stuck in between the frames or trying to maneuver between the objects to not get into them instead of actual climbing. That kinda defeats the overall purpose, because the original one, you could tell that if something screws up, then that's on you. But here, it's either 50-50 or completely not your fault, so then your feelings are kinda valid, and this just makes the overall thing basic and not ready for a full release at all, besides the whole migration situation. It's a missed opportunity unless the whole system will be revamped in the future. Let's climb to the top. Well, I'm not in a toilet, but maybe I'm supposed to play like that. There's literally that. Not much else going on, so very much indie vibes. It does seem like it doesn't matter if I'm holding to those pipes. Like it blocks on my way. Also, the perspective is tilted. Hands not aligned with me. Wow, this is a struggle. It's blocking where it shouldn't, and crazy that appeared on the official store. It's supposed to be a rage game because it's inspired by a cult one from back in the day. But I don't think it's gonna get me unless the mechanics will be actually bullshit. I can still use my hands. Like, I don't see how this is crowbar mechanics. I need to actually make an effort to make some contact, cause it's not going where it should be. And it's just blocking my way. So moving me? The hell? The collision's awful, like... I'm stuck to the actual environment. Like, it's possible to make that game in the right way, but this just feels like a very unfinished one. And it's not like it's a problem of a struggle, but the game works against you in a bad way. Like, not Bone Lab level entertainment. It is very curved. Like, I wish it would not be blocking me so much that I can't get out of things. I'll just cut the footage. What should I be doing here? Just normally grab it? If my hands would be longer... If I'll jump, it's gonna bounce me back. Like, the problem is that the collision should be on the edges of the crowbars, not in the whole length. And also my hands are in a way. Love the tutorial struggle. This is awful. Okay, that's some kind of progress. I need to be careful to not get bamboozled. Well, that's something. It's also an armor cartridge. Was to be expected. Wow, it's going in all directions. Very locomotion induced. See the problem, like, collisions are all over the place. It's also delaying my grabs and stuff. I'm not even mad though, cause I know it could have been done better for the sake of more polished experience. It has something to do with the skill, but not 100%, so... That's pretty much justified. Let go of this! Damn, like... Where's my other hand? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I mean, the thought was right, because it is essentially the core gameplay of this cult classic. Problem is that the focus went too much into the collision system, because it should go all the way into the tips of the crowbars. That way you actually focus on grabbing stuff instead of trying to let go of elements you already did. Like, everything's interactable, even your hands, which, going by the premise of the whole project, it doesn't make sense. It is a very indie title holding on to a gimmick that was like well back in the past. And it's very much something that could be even done in like a bone lab mode, so you don't necessarily need an external app for that. It is not a ragey game, because I know it could have been executed way better. Like, the vision is very much there, but just looking at the details, it's not fully there.